What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. KG is back with the first live stream in a couple weeks. It's been nice. The international break's been good, but it's time to get back to club football, people. Let's go, man. I'm refreshed. I'm ready to go, ready to see more Leeds United football, and it's coming thick and fast. We got a game this weekend, game midweek, championship, baby. Now, listen, before we get into it, please hit a like on the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and of course, drop your comments below. Shout out to people that interacted on the JB Shackleton video. Very interesting, man. Very interesting. Listen, man, the Shack Hive is strong. It's very strong. There's people leaving comments that haven't left comments in months, leaving stories and eulogies about JB Shackleton and stuff like that. It's cool. Listen, either way, whether you think he should get a new deal or whether he shouldn't, that's all well and fine. The ones that I don't get though, if let me just give you an example. The point is Farke is impressed with Shackleton, and if he wants him, that's good enough for me. I mean, well, then why bother watching fan channels? Listen, the whole point of fan channels is that we give our opinions on things that we see. It's just like talking to your friend in a pub. But if you just want to agree and nod along with Daniel Farke, then just watch Daniel Farke's press conferences and go with that. But, you know, it's a waste of time leaving a comment if you're just going to say, well, if Farke wants him, that's it. You know, I didn't go put through pros and cons of keeping him or offering him a new deal now or compared to later, then just to have somebody say, if Farke wants him, I want him. I mean, well, then I agree with Farke. Good night, everybody. Good night. Oh, man. But listen, yeah, shout out. Listen, Brandon saying, have to watch you waiting for my bus. Shout out to you, man. Don't miss your bus, man. Keep your eyes up. Stephen LC, yeah, KG Live, the news on Djed Spence is a bit concerning. I'm not concerned yet. You know, knocks in training happen. We'll talk about it though. And T85 saying afternoon, KG. Yeah, listen, yeah, it's all good. I mean, listen, I enjoy the interaction, but it's just when you are having to read the comments and some of them are just saying whatever the manager says, I agree with. It's a waste of my time. You're wasting my time. So don't waste your time watching opinion if you're not gonna have an opinion on it. You know, if you're just going to nod along, it's like the Eddie Murphy girl in Coming to America, isn't it? It's like that one. Whatever you like, I like. You know, it's about debate, people. It's about debate. And there was a lot of you that disagreed, and that's cool. Exactly, Ryan. Your videos would be 10 seconds long if you just agreed. That's what I'm saying. Those kind of comments. There's comments that you understand. I mean, there's a lot of people that left really long comments about how great Jamie Shackleton is, but then when you get those, it's like, well, then why do you bother watching? You know, do yourself a favor, just don't watch. But yeah, shout out to you, Ryan. Let's have a look. Billo saying, "Good day, Gage. Good to be back from the diet international football, in which I think we should be disbanded outright." Yeah, international football doesn't really interest me. I did watch the Germany game. I don't know if anyone else watched the Germany-Japan game, but Ayo Tanaka was real good in that game. So I don't know what he must have said that may have made them think that he wasn't going to be ready or up for championship football. It's a shame we didn't get that one. He looked real good in that game. But then I guess anyone looks good against Germany these days. But yeah, international break though. And Daniel Farke did kind of see it. He did say himself that it was a good time for it to come. And I completely agree. I absolutely agree with that. So listen, let's get into it. Let's go with some of the quotes from Daniel Farke today, because obviously the headline is Djed Spence is a major doubt, which sucks. The knock happened in training, and that happens, people. I know a lot of people are saying that Luke Ayling may have stuck one on him, but you know, knocks in training happen every day. But it's a shame that he's a doubt for this one, because in my version of our first 11, Spence is a huge part of it. Like, he's a major part of it. So it sets us back in that way. It does seem that we're possibly going to have to go with Luke Ayling again, and we'll just have to go with there. But if it's not long term, I'm fine with it. But hopefully he's back for Hull. If that's too soon, I hope it's not too soon. We don't know how severe it is. You know, there's much rumor and everything else like that worrying. I think that's just more of the panic of Leeds United fans without injury history. So let's just hope it's nothing serious, because Djed Spence will be a key component of how we play going forward. David, watch out, KG. People complain about you giving your opinion that they shouldn't waste their time watching you. Yeah, I just like to do other people a favor, David. I don't like people wasting their time, so I'm trying to help out. I'm a community man, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, Jeremy is saying I always put Leeds before England since I've been a kid, and he's 53. Yeah, I'm always club football over international. I don't know how it's so much of a debate. I think maybe if you support a Man City or a Liverpool or one of the more successful teams where you get trophies every other year, or Man City's case every season, I can maybe understand that you'd give up one trophy to get a World Cup or something. But for me, no way. It's club football all the way for me. It always has been, always will be. Um, but yeah, oh, Ed, chill out, man, chill out. But yeah, listen, in far cry on the international break, much needed. If I'm honest, the 8 weeks that we before were packed with work and lots of stuff ongoing. It was good to have time on the training pitch to work on some details, and then of course we got the injury list here. Farker on injuries. Bamford is still out. He will miss the next 3 games. Shock horror. Firpo is also missing this weekend, so it will be interesting to see what happens there. It says there that Cooper, Byram, and James are back in training, which is a good thing for, to see Dan James as an option again. Yes, I really said that, people. Yep, I did say that. Wow. And he says that Dallas is making good progress. So, I mean, listen, Dallas, yeah, okay. If he comes back this season, that would be nice, but let's not count our chickens. Um, but one thing there with Byron coming back, you'd probably believe that he may get left back spot, or maybe it will be Shaq's. Maybe it will be Shaq's, people, eh? Maybe it will be Shaq, but obviously it's not going to be Junior Firpo, who is still missing. Um, and again, much like Bamford, what a shock! You know what I mean? We've literally had the international break, and this is where that whole thing about not getting a left back comes into it. And I don't want to go on about transfers, so please, I'm not doing the transfer things, but we was hoping to have Byram and Firpo back, and we've got possibly one of them back. And yeah, it's just disappointing in that area, but we should still have enough in the arsenal to go to Millwall and do something, and we'll get into that in just a moment. Other things that he was talking about, he was bigging up Archie Gray because he's always going to get asked about Archie Gray. Now, I don't know if you guys saw this. I don't know if you guys saw this. The video on social media by both Millwall and Leeds. Did everyone see it? Did everyone see that? And Farker spoke about we spoke about the atmosphere. One thing is to speak about it, to bring it on the pitch when it counts is different. It will definitely be one of our tasks. You have to accept that there will be periods when you suffer. Yeah, I mean, listen, the video, I get it. It's all well good natured, but you're literally trying to tell two sets of hard-headed fans, by the way, that listen, can you guys just please behave? It was in the nicest possible way. It really was. But I can imagine those hard-headed fans just not taking that in at all. And maybe even saying, "Hey, you think you're going to tell me what to do? All right, just wait." Yeah. That's what I'm saying, Bill. I get the thing about the video. I really do, but yeah, you're talking to hard-headed football fans, man. But look, if anything goes off at the game, would it surprise anybody? Not really. So let's just hope that both set supporters that attend can just behave. But we'll see. We will see what happens, especially if Millwall go behind. That will be very interesting how they take that. But yeah, that's it, Ali. Unfortunately, the people that was targeted won't pay any attention, pointless, and that's the thing, and that's why I don't really do much education anymore, because the people that are already open-minded or something like that, they will be open to hear things, but the ones that you're trying to target there, they ain't trying to hear none of that what you said in the video. But it was nice. It was nice. Yes, Steve. It was posted on the team social accounts. It's on Leeds United's Instagram and Twitter. It's also on Millwall's Twitter. I saw it on there too. And the quote tweets. Wow. But yes, look, we know what it's like, people, and this is one of the things coming back down to the championship. It's when you go to grounds like this, the Den, and it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare ground for a lot of teams in general. But Leeds United, the atmosphere is always a hostile one, always. So I that's why I get the sentiment behind the video, but there's always something popping off between Millwall and Leeds. But like I say, let's just hope that things go smoothly, because you don't want any trouble at football games. Nobody does really. Um, and there wasn't really much else in fairness what Farkas said. There wasn't really much else, but was one other thing that I just wanted to share uh, from what else Farkas was concerned with. Does anyone worry about this one so early in the season? Farkas was a little frustrated by the fact Hull play today, as Hull City play today, and then have their home game with Leeds on Wednesday, while they are left to travel to London on Sunday, as in us, before heading to Hull City on Wednesday. What does that sound like, man? Does that sound like a ready-made excuse, or is that a genuine frustration? I don't know. It just seems a little bit too early for me to be talking about we're going to London on Sunday and then to Hull on Wednesday. I mean, it's not like we're traveling halfway around the world. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, yeah, Bob's that's it as well, man. After 2 weeks off, it shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, it's not like we even if we're going all the way down to Plymouth, I mean, it shouldn't really make that much of a difference. I I'm not concerned by that kind of phrase, but it's just like already, like shouldn't be waiting until around Christmas for these kind of things. But hey, listen, Richard, but he doesn't complain. Yeah, Ollie, tremendous championship clap. That's oh man, that is what it reminded me of. Ali, you are so on the money. That is what it actually reminded me of. Jurgen Klopp with the whole Saturday at 12:30 while they're playing Champions League on a Wednesday. You're absolutely correct. Oh my lord, yeah. Oh gosh. Um, Rick saying squad should be able to cope with 2 games a week. Harder for us fans having 2 weeks off from proper football. Yeah. No, I enjoyed the first week, Rick. I really did. I was glad to after the transfer window and the results that haven't been up to scratch so far. I was glad to have this window, this international break. But I'm glad club football's back. We need it, man. We need it. So yeah, that was the last thing in regards to that. Now, just going on Millwall's squad just briefly, just for threats. Okay, you can see that. That's fine. Obviously, Joe Bryan, we know about him. He's got a very good delivery, very good left back. I can see probably a lot of people now saying we should have got Joe Bryan, but no, he's going to be a threat at left back. Another one, Tom Bradshaw, a wily forward in this league. He's not prolific by any means, but he seems to be that kind of guy that likes to pop up against the big teams and make a name for himself. Jake Cooper, centre back, no relation to Liam, I believe. He's a big dude at centre back. So all those balls that we keep trying to cross in, I hope that Danny Farker over the international weekend has got in another system and is working on different things with the players we got. Because if we are going to lump balls into the box like we have done in previous games, this guy will just swallow them up. I mean, wait, but you know what I mean. He will just head them away like it will be food and drink for this guy. So yeah, and then who else is there? There was one more. Get in your EastEnder jokes here for Billy Mitchell. Go on, everyone. I know they're coming, so put them in there. There's Billy Mitchell, and who else? There was one more. Oh, Brooke Norton Cuffy, defender from Arsenal. He's a hot prospect. See if he's going to play. A lot of pace can cause problems. So look out for him if he's starting too. And yeah, they've just got a few wily veterans there. Like a George Savile, George Hanuman. It's so championship, man. Basically, it's so championship. It hurts. But I look at our team, and from what we've seen with everyone available, and let's just put that back up for who is not available and who is back in. As we see there, Gray is back in. Shout out to LUFC Data for this easy graphic. Spence a doubt, which is a shame, but Cooper back in, Byron back in, James back in, Archie Gray is fit and ready to go. Gruev is here, Glenn Kamara. Listen, we've got more than enough. We've got more than enough to give them problems. And H here is asking, do you see them parking the bus or will they try and play? They may try and play because they're at home. H, they may try, but the evidence that I've seen so far, apart from Birmingham City, in all fairness, is that everyone is just going to sit back. But hopefully Millwall will try and play. Hopefully they do, and then we can counter on with our pace and get behind them. Hopefully Perot is playing a bit more advanced in this game. I really want that to happen. I don't want to see that guy anywhere near the center circle in this game. I saw him more in the center circle than our Bucks in the last game. That's unacceptable for a 20 plus goal scorer. So let's see him in the in a more advanced role. Hopefully, Jorginho, seems to have had a nice little breakaway. He's doing a lot of social media stuff, which is endearing him to the fans. But like I say, in social media stuff is cute and all, but we need to see some consistent performances. That's where I want to see him thrive. Then the social media stuff will be a little bit funnier to me, I will say. Ollie's saying apparently they went out their captain Hutchinson, the number one goalkeeper. If we perform how we should, this team should be a problem. That's it. The only thing that I could see as it being a problem is if we don't take our chances. If we need to create chances first of all, but if we don't take them and the game goes on longer and longer without scoring, I can see that being an issue. But I've got to look at this game and say that Leeds should be looking at 3 points. Really and truly, I do. I think we should be looking at 3 points. Bob's here. You think Firpo will be able to handle Saturday, Tuesday, and Champ this season? Bob's, I think you know the answer to that. We haven't even seen him yet. He had another couple weeks to recover, and he still hasn't recovered. So I think the obvious answer to that is no. Absolutely not. He's not going to be able to handle Saturday, Tuesday. No chance at all. No chance. But we got to use him when he's available. He's our only out and out fit left back. So he's going to have to be used, and I'm sure he's going to be on a pretty decent wage, and Leeds will want a return on their investment. Yeah, Bob's adds as well. Hopefully the chances fall to Perot this game. Yeah, same here. Or just be more clinical. Don't take too long in letting off the shot. I feel like a lot of our shots can be easily telegraphed. It seems that we have to set it aside, move it out the feet first, and then take the shot. Surprise a goalkeeper one time. Just take a shot first time. And these are the things that I put in a video way at the start of the international break. These are the kind of things that I hope that Daniel Farker and the team have been working on over the break, because we need a variety of different kind of goals. The game so far, and I'm not exaggerating, have been the same. They've been 10 behind the ball for the opposition. They've been us going out wide, Nanto crossing it in low, cleared out, we restart again. We have to do something differently. James saying it sounded like Farker saying he was keeping Perot at 10. He did say that he said that Perot and a whole host of others can play 10, and he kind of joked saying that not like Gascoigne of 20 years ago, but put him up front. He's a threat up front, man. Just leave him up front. Let other people do the other attacking midfield stuff. Listen, Jorginho Rutter's best work is when he's tracking back and he starts attack from his own tackles. We've seen it multiple times with Jorginho. When he's playing a little bit deeper, he likes to start attacks from his own pressing. So let's utilize their strengths. But maybe now with Gruev in, with Kamara in, we're going to see different variations of the way these players set up, because now we've got more options. Now we're not just going to go with the Ampadu Gray and it's just obvious what we're doing. We're going to have more options in there. Maybe we can play Kamara and Gruev together. Let Archie roam forward a bit more. Gives us another option as like a hybrid 8/10. There's things that we can do with this team, people. There's so many options. We've got a few injuries, but there's a lot of talent in this team. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Gavin, I feel that way as well. Defenders won't be worried with Perot at 10. I feel that way too. You've got that. You think of being Jake Cooper. If you've got Joel Perot as the man that you need to mark, you're gonna have a harder time. You're going to have a much harder game than if you're worrying about Joe Gelhardt, interchanging with Nanto in the central attacking spot. Let the players play to their strengths, and hopefully he does that, man. Hopefully he does that, but we'll see. Trevor saying, hey, KG, people need to calm down. We are going to be just fine. These boys need just a bit of time together. I agree with you, Trevor. I feel, and Daniel Farker said that himself today. He said that the players just need more time. The more time they get together, obviously with some of the players away on international break, not everyone could have trained, but the more time they get together through the season, they'll be better. I do agree with that. But at the same time, Trevor, we do need to start picking up 3 points. We do need to start getting 3 points on the board. We've had a lot of missed opportunities where we could have got wins in the games, and we haven't done enough. Hopefully now, international break done, we get on it. So people, oh yeah, there's a super chat. Sorry. Radaby Lee saying, call me cynical, but hope Rutter doesn't start this game. They will target him and he doesn't seem physical enough. Thoughts? I think he will start the game. I think that Leeds and Daniel Farker in particular, rather be Leeds, like him a lot. And let's not forget, it shouldn't matter, but it does. He's a 35 million pound asset, and he wasn't utilized at all in the Premier League when really and truly he could have been utilized in that league more. And even saw bits and pieces of that in the Spurs game at the end. He's more of a Premier League player with the amount of space being used. But you're right, it's going to be a more physical game for him. But that's something that he's going to have to deal with in this league if he wants to be a success. He has to. So what better place than Millwall away? And if it's not working out, we've got other options available. I think Mateo Joseph has been training, been seeing him on Instagram, like doing his own training drill. So hopefully he's back soon. We've got other options too. We got other options that we can use. Dan James is back. I feel funny every time I say Dan James. I feel like everyone's just laughing when I say it. But at this level, people, he is a threat. He's absolutely a threat, Dan James. So yeah. JTEX here. Anthony starts left wing. No, oh God, I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't have any idea what the lineup would be. And David's asking the same thing. No idea who's going to start this game. Absolutely none. Even with Cooper back, is there a case for Liam Cooper to come back in a game like this away at Millwall if he's fit enough? Obviously, would anyone have Liam Cooper coming back in place of Pascal? Surely not Joe Roden, no. But hey, yeah, Bobs. But yeah, Bobs, I'm not being horrible, but it's not that I forgot. It's just not something that's on my mind. He has to perform here. He has to perform whenever he's given the opportunity, and maybe he'll get the opportunity against Millwall. Oh, by the way, that was another thing I wanted to say. Slice bread Ed with an actual sensible comment for once, Ed. But maybe that could be it. Maybe it could be Pascal Struijk at left back and Cooper coming back in at centre back, or Charlie Creswell. Charlie Creswell being an old, Millwall low knee. Maybe he'll partner Joe Rodon. That's what I'm saying. I have got no idea what this lineup is going to be like on Sunday, so I can't even hazard a guess. Honestly, I can't. But yeah, Anthony, oh God, yeah, Jaden Anthony, yeah. Hopefully he comes down. But I did want to say, in terms of Jaden Anthony and the whole Angus Kinnear thing, because I wanted to get this in more of a live setting. Forget anything that I may have heard or anything. Let me just use common sense for you. If you are a Premier League player playing week in, week out, or you've been sub in one game, so you played half an hour, are you going to be delighted that you're on the eve of a game where you're preparing for the Brentford game? You haven't had word that you're going to be moved all day long. Are you going to be happy that you've been moved down to the Championship and you don't have any affiliation with Leeds United? You have no affiliation. You don't support them. You don't care about them. So there's not even that incentive like, oh, I'd love to get my club back into the Premier League. Are you going to be happy about that? Seriously, just using your common sense. All I'll say is that when people are doing PR or trying to clean up something, there's many ways that you could do it. There's so many ways. You could have easily said, you know, he kind of feels slighted that he's been made to move down to the Championship, and he's got fire in his belly to prove everyone wrong, and be a success at Leeds and help Leeds get promoted. You could even clean it up that way. But yeah, but listen, listen, it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, listen, people, let's get into some into some score predictions, shall we? I'm gonna go. It's gonna be a tough game. It doesn't matter about the personnel. It's gonna be a tough atmosphere, and I'm just hoping that the players can play through it. I'm gonna say 2-1, 2-1 Leeds, 2-1 away win. Let's go. Gavin saying 3-1. I was gonna go 3-1, but Sly said saying 5-0 Millwall, tremendous. Diggler saying 2-0 Leeds. Damar saying 2-1. Ali saying 3-1. H going 2-0 Leeds. That would be nice, H. And Karen going 2-1 Leeds also. Yeah, Ali, I hope so. I hope so. And even Jorginho, anyone. I don't care who scores, Ali. It could be anyone. I don't care who scores. Let's just get the 3 points. Let's start climbing the table because we need to improve that position ASAP. That's how you get momentum. That's how you get momentum. Damar asking who's scoring the 2 goals. I'm going to go Perot and Nanto. Nanto after getting loads of dogs abuse down there, and he's going to go up and give the Millwall fans a little bit of a shush. I'm going to go with that. Yeah. And David saying a Desmond Tutu. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Slice it. That's pretty funny, Ed. I'll give you this one, man. Liam Cooper scores and gets injured again. Tremendous. Nice. And SJ44 season starts Sunday, KG. Yeah, let's go, man. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Speaking of this, Ed here making a joke. Didn't Nanto want to leave you guys? I just want to go on this before we finish. As you would have seen, maybe you wouldn't have seen, but Eli Mellier has been speaking to the official Leeds United channel today. I just want to get your thoughts on this, on these quotes here. It was difficult to leave when the club is going down. Shall I speak like Eli Mellier? It was difficult to leave when the club is going down because I feel guilty inside. I played most of the games and the results weren't good. It was not good for me to leave with the club in the second division. Okay, I can't carry on with that. To play and go somewhere and see Leeds in the middle of the second division and think, oh no. For me, I had to stay and give my best to get Leeds in the top 2 places. Does anyone believe that, or are we calling cap? I don't know. Because well, I do know. What a load of hogwash. But listen, he's here. Yeah, he's here. And he's gonna try and do his best, and that's all you can ask. It's all you can ask. But like I say, just sometimes things don't need to be said. Look, man, there was a rush to get out that door in the summer. There was an absolute rush. You saw it. There was loan after loan after loan. These guys couldn't wait to go. But you know, I know Angus Kinnear said there was a 20 million bid rejected for Millier. Yeah. I mean, does anyone believe it? I want to know the people that believe, because I can see a lot of you didn't believe it, man. If anyone believes that, then the dents between. I'm not going to say that. Listen, some people want to believe it, man. You know, we've had a rough summer. I think that's what part of the whole Jamie Shackleton loving as well. We've had a rough summer. He's a Leeds guy, and he's doing everything for the shirt. And people are. It's like you've been hurt before, innit? Honestly, I've been thinking that when I was reading some of the comments on the Jamie Shackleton video, I was thinking that it's like a hurt love. It's like someone's been burned by their previous partner. Now they've got this one that just wants to be with you. And even though they're not that good looking, because they want to be with you so bad, you just admire them so much. I feel that's what it is, honestly. T85 saying sounds like Andre the Giant Cage. Well, he's actually French too, T85. He was French. So I'm in the ballpark. I'm in the ballpark, man. Oh, man. SB, tremendous. I can believe that Melier let an opportunity slip through his fingers. Love it. But yeah, listen, people, leave it in the comments if you believe that or not. I will say no. But listen, while he's here, back him all the way, and hopefully he gets back to the form that we saw a couple of years ago, because we haven't seen that in some time. But listen, people, leave your score predictions below. Anything that to do with the video. Any thoughts and feelings of the lineup you would play on Sunday? Who knows what we're going to line up with? I'm interested to see. I will be back Sunday for the game, so I hope you will join me then. Until then, please hit a like, drop your comments, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video, people. Peace out.